A warm welcome back to your latest industry recap. Another 787 order confirmation. Airbus and Boeing set to lock horns once again in an age-old rivalry to secure a new deal, and Air Canada adjustments. Want to begin there with the Canadian flag carrier providing an update on its future with the 787 Dreamliner, and I'm specifically looking at the 787-10 model. The Canadian flag carrier during its third quarter earnings call said that looking beyond 2026, the 787-10 order, which was for 18 firm units, has been modified to include 14 firm jets instead. This a minor reduction. Under current delivery forecasting, the airline expects to take delivery of 2 787-10s in 2026. This is part of a new phase of growth for the airline that it says it's very excited about. However, the business is under no illusion that receiving the aircraft is positive, but they are arriving still with substantial delays, as outlined in previous quarterly earnings and Investor Day presentations. With the first 2 models arriving next year under the delivery forecast, Air Canada expects the first batch of 10 to be in service by 2028, with the remaining 4 to be delivered between 2028 and 2030. Even with the delivery of the 787-10, Air Canada's executives warn that they will still have fewer jets at any given month next year, which will in turn impact overall ASM production. And that is quite incredible when you consider that 2026 is expected to be record-breaking for the company, with 35 new planes to be delivered across the 12-month window. Will we actually see 35 planes delivered? Well, that is something that you're probably going to have to wait and see. Forecasting deliveries this far out always just seem like an incredibly difficult thing to do, and while it is necessary for airlines, you certainly shouldn't be holding your breath that this will be able to be stuck to. But as it stands today, and while the final figure will be determined, it is going to be a big year for the business, and it is now positioning Air Canada to hold a mindset where they are confident that things are finally turning in the right direction. The large bulk of the aircraft deliveries will be for the A220. However, the A321XLR and 787-10 will be those 2 new models that will debut. New aircraft will allow Air Canada to fundamentally shift their focus away from the current markets that they serve, placing less emphasis on trans-border connectivity to the United States and more so expanding their operation. Air Canada has been looking to do this for some time, and it has many markets on the radar, but it's always felt that it's been dealing with aircraft limitations, meaning such a rapid expansion has not been possible. With more deliveries, it means new routes will be able to be launched, and the 787-10 is going to alleviate a lot of pressure on the existing wide-body aircraft in the fleet, meaning that new locations can be launched, such as the highly speculated and really highly hinted at Melbourne service to where I currently reside as well, which would be greatly appreciated to say the least. Over to the next story, and that's going to sit with Airbus and Boeing locking horns, with Bangladesh currently evolving its aviation network and evaluating what will be next, as the 2 plane makers will go head-to-head. An official for the country confirmed that proposals have been put forward, namely from Airbus, for another part of a future aircraft deal. That proposed deal would include 10 of the A350s and 4 A320neo planes, a mix therefore between narrow and wide-body aircraft. However, Airbus will go up against its traditional rival in Boeing to secure the deal formally, with the American manufacturer offering 10 787 Dreamliners and 4 MAX jets. This really is the perfect mix, 14 aircraft all up. BSS, a state-run Bangladesh news agency, reported the country is reviewing the proposal, with Biman Bangladesh Airlines determining what is the best direction for their future. On both ends, delegates will look to push each respective deal forward, whether those in Europe for Airbus to win the contract or those in the United States. As part of ongoing relations with the United States, you may recall in the last few months, while still awaiting formal confirmation, Bangladesh already ordered 25 wide-body jets from the American plane maker, and under the provisional agreement under that deal, Bangladesh would take on these planes in 2029. The specifics on the order, however, not yet made public, and that is very common, as deals have to be finalized for other aircraft in other countries, driven all by these trade deals. Over to the final story, Boeing is set to convert more options for its popular 787 Dreamliner into firm orders, with Aviation Week reporting that Thai Airways Airways is in discussions with the American plane maker to now deepen its commitment to the 787. As part of, you may recall, a landmark contract signed in February 2024, Thai Airways purchased 45 787s. However, what caused more intrigue for most was the sizable amount of options that were included in the deal. Thai Airways has been rebuilding its business for some time after years' worth of turbulence, and during the restructuring, many decisions were made to achieve long-term stability. With the drive for efficiency, the flag carrier of Thailand was forced to make many changes to its operational fleet to ensure greater stability moving forward, resulting in, you guessed it, the axing of specific aircraft types, most notably those axings centered around, unfortunately, some of the larger models, which brought truckloads of capacity, but were also in their own right a little bit of a burden. So now, while the airline is certainly looking to streamline its fleet, it would feel that it probably has lost a little bit of valuable capacity, and therefore adding more 787s is crucial to mending that. Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Appreciate your support. Take care and do be safe.
And we'll fly.